class number 5 of the course of Ultrasound Physics of the Florida National University, Principles of Pulse Echo Imaging. I am not going to talking about Doppler yet. Doppler is very important in ultrasound, and there are two modes that use Doppler, spectral Doppler and color Doppler. But this is for other class that I am going to be in the next course. In this part of the course, we are going to talking about the most important mode that use the ultrasound, B mode. The other mode that we use and is not as important as B mode is the motion mode, and the last one, that is the A mode, is something that only is used in ophthalmology. It's not something that you can do with the normal ultrasound machine that we use in hospital. It's a special ultrasound and it's called A mode. The first of all as the most typical picture that you remember of ultrasound. This is called B mode. B mode because the B means brightness mode. The machine assign each echo different brightness depending of the echogenicity of the structure that produce the echo. When an echo return, the dot light up with a brightness that is proportional to the amplitude of the returning echo. If the structure that produces the echo is hyperechoic, the machine put a dot that is very wide. Of the contrary, if there are no echoes in the area, this is called anechoic, the machine put a dot of color black. And that means that different amplitudes produce different color, or better, different grays. Brightness mode assign each echo a brightness that is proportional to the amplitude of the echo that return after was compensated with the time gain compensation. Brightness, this is the word, the matching word that is important for B mode. B mode means brightness mode. Brightness mode have two areas that are different, the deep and the wide, that are similar to the axial resolution and the lateral resolution that we studied in previous class. Axial resolution depends on the pulse length and lateral resolution depends on the beam. Deep and wide is the same as axial resolution and lateral resolution. This is called N mode. N mode is other kind of brightness. The difference with B mode that is in B mode the screen have no steering. The machine produce the pulse in the same place all the time, and if you put the transducer over the heart, the cyclical movement of the heart, systole and diastole, are recording as these little mountains and valleys. N mode in general sonography is only good to measure the frequency of the hertz of the embryo or the fetus, but in echocardiography, N mode also can calculate the ejection fraction of the heart. N mode, that means motion mode. N mode means motion mode. Mode of operation in which the display presents a spot brightening exactly like bright mode for each pulse delivered from the receiver, producing a two-dimensional recording of the reflector position motion. This is the word that describes N mode. N mode is motion mode. Deep and time is not deep and wide. Deep, axial resolution, in time. This is the difference with B mode. B mode produces a picture that is analog to the organ that are inside the body. N mode, no. N mode provide other information, but N mode do not produce a slide of the body. We use N mode to measure the heart frequency in embryos and fetus. N mode means motion mode and is good only for the heart. You have here a typical screen of N mode. Is the combination of a B mode, this one, to put the cursor over the heart. With the B mode, you put the cursor, that is this line that is here, over the heart, and you get the N mode. This is the really N mode. This is a B mode. The B mode helps you to find the heart and to put the cursor in the correct position. This is really the N mode, is time and distance. B mode is time over distance. We use to measure the heart frequency. A mode is different. A mode is a very simple device but very sensitive. They use in ophthalmology, but they do not produce a picture. They produce the deflection. This is called a deflection of the area of the echo. In other words, A mode record directly the amplitudes of the echo and put in the screen or in paper in a form that is similar to the electrocardiogram. This is called deflection. If you know the distance with here to here, you know what is the distance of the structure that produce this echo. A mode do not produce pictures. A mode is a record of only one pulse. A mode, amplitude mode, not as important as B mode, not as important as N mode, is something that is in use only in ophthalmology. When a echo return an upward deflection, this is the deflection, one upward deflection proportional to the amplitude of the returning echo is placed on the screen. Proportional to the amplitude, in this case is the deflection that is proportional. In the brightness mode is the bright of the dot that is proportional to the amplitude. But looking that always the deflection of the brightness are proportional to the amplitude. When something is hyperechoic, produce a deflection. In A mode, produce a bright dot. In B mode or N mode. Frame rate. Frame rate is the number of pictures that the machine produces in 1 second, and of course is logical. The unit of frame rate are hertz. Other time they say frame per second, but you can use frame per second or you can use frame rate. It's the same. In general are units called hertz, and that I know you know. How much picture produce the ultrasound machine in 1 second? This is how the machine working. This is the transducer, produce 1 line, 2 lines, 3 lines, 4, 5, even. Remember that this is schematic. In reality, the machine produce more than 100, 200 lines, depending of your setup. More lines, more lines, more lines, more lines. 1 frame, when the machine complete all the lines of one area, this is called 1 frame. 4 lines, 5, you can see the machine is producing lines 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100, 101, 102, 103, 104, 105, 106, 107, 108, 109, 110, 111, 112, 113, 114, 115, 116 each line is produced by one pulse. You can see pulse 1, line 1 in this machine. Each pulse produces one line because this machine is working with only one focal area. This is how the machine working, frame rate unit hertz. And remember that the transducer are in megahertz, the pulse repetition frequency in general are in kilohertz, and the frame rate are only hertz. In general, 20, 10, 15, 40 is sometimes the maximum of the frame rate. Is operator adjustable. Ultrasound machine must work at 15 frame rate per second for a good time resolution. This is a new kind of resolution, time resolution. But time resolution is more important in echocardiography because in echocardiography the doctor working over dynamic picture, working over movie, cinema. And this is different when you're working in the normal ultrasound of the liver, of the kidney. The good time resolution is not as important as is in echocardiography. 15 frames per second is the minimum frame per second to have a good time resolution. You have here to remember one pulse of ultrasound, and remember that the machine is on or transmitting and receiving. You know really that it's not true because it's little different. It is a pulse and a lot of time off. On, off, like 99 of the time the machine is off. Less than 1% of the time the machine is producing ultrasound. Pulse repetition frequency, you know that is operator adjustable with the button that is called deep, and that pulse repetition frequency depends on the deep that you are working and are inversely proportional. More is your deep, less is your pulse repetition frequency. Unit hertz, in general kilohertz. You have here, if you suppose what is the pulse repetition frequency here, are 2 hertz because are producing 2 pulses in 1 second, but really pulse repetition frequency is not so slow. Pulse repetition frequency in general is thousands of pulses in 1 second. Pulse repetition frequency is the number of pulses that the machine produces by 1 second. The units are called hertz. More is the pulse repetition frequency, more is the frame rate. In other words, pulse repetition frequency and frame rate are directly proportional. And remember that the pulse repetition frequency is inversely proportional to deep. In other words, frame rate is inversely proportional to the deep that you are working. Deeper you are working, less pictures you can produce. Pulse repetition frequency and frame rate are directly proportional. If you have less pulse repetition frequency, it's because you have less frame rate, and this is because you have more deep. And you can see here that frame rate and deep are inversely proportional. What pulse repetition frequency depends on? The deep that you are working. Pulse repetition frequency depends on the deep the ultrasonographer is working. When you are working deeper, you have more time off because the pulse duration do not change. Pulse duration is not operator adjustable. pulse duration depends on the number of cycles and the period. More deep the ultrasound pulse go, more time the machine must wait for the echoes because it's more the distance that the sound must travel. In other words, pulse repetition frequency is controlled by the deep and pulse repetition frequency are inversely proportional. Transmission time, that is the same of pulse duration, and this is the time the machine is off, that is called reception time. Deeper the ultrasonographer work, lesser the pulse repetition frequency is, because the waiting time must be larger and less pulse can be produced by second. Frame rate is operator adjustable. You change the frame rate all the time when you change the dip of the ultrasound machine. Pulse repetition frequency is operator adjustable because pulse repetition frequency and dip are the same, expressed in different forms. Pulse repetition period is also operator adjustable because remember, pulse repetition period and pulse repetition frequency are also the same, expressed in different forms. If you have the pulse repetition period, you can get the pulse repetition frequency, and the same is true. If you have the pulse repetition frequency, you can calculate the pulse repetition period. Dip is operator adjustable, of course, because have one button in the machine that is called dip. Number of focus is other item that is related with the frame rate. Phase transducer and also sequence transducer or switch transducer can working with different focus. That difference that can working with 2, 3, 4, 5 and sometimes more than 5 focal areas. You can see how they working. They change the focal areas when they change the delays. Different delays to electricity to the crystal produce different focal areas. But one pulse only have one focal areas, and how the machine can produce picture with 5 focal areas, because the machine in this moment to produce one line use as pulse as number of focus have the machine. If the machine is working with only one focal areas, the machine only need one pulse to produce one line. But if the machine is working with 5 focal areas, the machine need 5 pulse to produce only one line. And when the machine need 5 pulse to produce only one line, the frame rate go down. Number of focal areas are inversely proportional to frame rate. More focal areas you are using, less picture by second you are producing. Focus and frame area are inversely proportional. More focal areas, less frame rate. Looking here, in this moment the machine to produce only one line need 5 pulse. As the pulse repetition frequency is the same, that means that the frame rate come down. Number of pulses and frame rate are inversely proportional. 10 pulse to produce 2 lines, and continue when the machine to produce 11 lines need 55 pulse to produce one frame. Contrast resolution, a new resolution. To remember axial resolution, lateral resolution, spatial resolution, that is the combination of axial and lateral, temporal resolution, that are 15 frames per second, and in this moment contrast resolution, that is operator adjustable. This is three pictures, ideal, one with high contrast, low decibel, other with low contrast, high decibel, and the normal picture that we use in ultrasound, that is around 55 decibels. High contrast, only white and black. This is a high contrast picture. Low contrast, a lot of grays. And the normal contrast that are more similar to the human. This is 55 decibels. Dynamic range is the ratio of the largest to smallest amplitude that the system can handle, but this is the same as contrast. This is the definition of dynamic range. The unit of dynamic range are decibels, not positive, not negative, only decibels. More is the quantity of decibel, less is the contrast of the picture. Dynamic range and contrast are inversely proportional. When you put more decibel to dynamic range, you get picture with low contrast. Of the contrary, when you use little decibels in the dynamic range, you are producing picture with high contrast. You have here the different high contrast around 30 decibels, low contrast around 70 decibels, and the normal contrast 55 decibels, more similar to human vision. Dynamic range is operator adjustable and have a button that is called dynamic range. Contrast, of course, is operator adjustable through the dynamic range. Spatial resolution is the combination of the axial and lateral resolution and depend of the pulse and depend of the beam. Narrow beam and short pulse produce good spatial resolution. Remember that longitudinal resolution is the ability to distinguish two structures that are close to each other front to back. Axial resolution or longitudinal resolution is the same independent of the depth that you are working. Longitudinal resolution is also called LARD, longitudinal axial range and depth. LARD resolution can be determined by the pulse length. The formula is longitudinal resolution or LARD is equal pulse length divided by 2. To calculate pulse length is equal wavelength multiplied by the number of cycles, and wavelength is calculated by propagation speed divided by frequency. In other words, you can calculate axial resolution calculating first pulse length and wavelength. Pulse length equal number of cycles, in general 2, multiply wavelength propagation speed divided by frequency. Smaller is the resolution number, better is the picture, because it's better the distance. The machine needs to know that two structures are separated. Little is the distance, better is the resolution. Lateral resolution is the ability to distinguish two structures that are side by side and depend of the beam width and are different depths. In this place, for the machine is only one echo. In this place, for the machine, there are two echoes. In other words, at different distance, the lateral resolution is different and is better in the focal area. There are a better resolution in the focal area. Lateral resolution, also called LATA, lateral, angular, transverse, and azimuthal. Longitudinal resolution depends on the pulse length, and lateral resolution depends on the sound beam. And the end.